Club Success Plan, CSP, has various functionalities or zero. The choice is yours. How it basically works is as follows. We begin a year, or whether it's now our Toastmasters here in a club that we're talking about, or anything else that you want to do, it has to do with somewhere in the future, there is something that you want to achieve. And you need to be able to know, how am I going to get from where I am right now to that place that I want to be? Whether it's going on a holiday with a family and other friends, or whether it is whatever it is. Today, we're going to focus on how and where we would like to finish as a club. And in order to do that, look, I'm one of those people. Whatever is the highest, that's what I will aim for always. That's my character. I go big, I go high, I go tough. I want to reach every star that's out there. Now, not everybody is like that. And if you, there's this thing that they have where they say, I love it because it's in a church setting, and they say, if you have a pastor, now a pastor's heart is supposed to be caring for his flock, and he needs to take the congregation up on the mountain. It'll probably take him about 3 months to do that, and they will all be on top of the mountain. If you ask a prophet to do that, which is your driver personality normally, to do that, he'll be up on the mountain in 24 hours. But heck, there'll probably only be 1 or 2 people with him up on the top of the mountain. I think you get the picture. So how are we going to finish this year? Are we going to finish like the pastor and bring everybody to the top of the mountain? Or are we going to finish like the prophet, be there alone or with 1 or 2 other people? And the club success plan is our secret to success, and in providing a roadmap for us on how to get there. That's the mentality that's the healthiest for you to take in. And when we're busy with that, if I'm going to lead the club the way I see it, and I've got all these other club officers and they see it differently, we're going to have trouble this year. We're not going to go to the same place. We're not going to finish at the same place. So how do we get to all finish at the same place? That is where the club success plan comes in. When we ask questions and we begin to see what's happening in their life, how do they see, what do they want to achieve? And we then gather that information and we look at it collectively, and we design something with everybody in mind. Okay, that's what I want to kickstart off with. Are there any questions on that? And then I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty. Okay, if there are no questions on that, I shall move on. Now, the club success plan that Toastmasters has, where you log into Toastmasters and you do the club success plan, has certain elements that are totally geared at being able to, they are aligned with the Distinguished Club program, which makes it really good because it helps you to think, you and the team to think regarding the Distinguished Club program and how it works, and to be able to take it accordingly. So the first thing I'm going to do, just to give you an overall of how the meeting is going to go today and the training, the first place that we are going to go to is, we're going to have a look at Toastmasters International, where to find the club success plans, and just a few items about that. That's not going to take long. Then I'm going to go over to a Google form that was created that has everything in that the club success plan has of Toastmasters International. but a bit more. And I'll share why a bit more. So when we share that club success plan with you, know that all you have to do is, when you take form and you own it by making a copy for yourself, it normally ends up on your own Google Drive when you make a copy for yourself. When you do that, then you can go and make changes. You can drop off things that you don't want, but at least the biggest work is done, and it will help you to get this information in a format that you can then upload it to Toastmasters International easier. Okay, let's begin with how to log into Club Central. Not how to log into Club Central. Ish, I'm doing one thing. I'm logging into Club Central. Then I tell you that thing, not a multitasker. Okay, let me share the screen and you can be where I am right now at Toastmasters International. So I've logged into Club Central and I'm in Club Central at the moment. Where you go there's a few places to look at. The first thing is, look in Club Central is the Distinguished Performance Report with the KPIs relevant to your own club. I'm just going to click on that for a moment so that, sorry, that you can see it has changed. Can you see that? I sent a message to the trio saying, I can't understand these KPIs. KPIs come in blocks. Where's my blocks? I demand my block. So maybe you are a person like me and you are used to something and it's not showing you that, then you are stuck. Yes, it has changed because the entire structure of the Distinguished Club program has changed, and it's important for you to understand that. And seeing as we are here, I'll quickly go through it, and now you know where you can find it. It just means if you want to become distinguished, number one, you must submit the club success plan. That's without a doubt. It happens with everybody. Club success plan required, okay? The crime and met? No, 0. We haven't submitted it yet. We're getting there. That's the first thing that you have to do. Then, in order to be distinguished, you have to add 3 more members if you are under 20. Or else you must have a minimum of 20 members or grow by 3 members and achieve the 5 goals. So the goals stay the same. The only thing where Smedley Distinguished was added, it now means 10 out of 10. That's the only difference on the goals, but the member qualification has changed. So now if you want to be select distinguished, it's not 3 members that you grow by, but now it is 5 members to grow by, or that minimum of 20. President's distinguished, here it says 8 more members needed, but because the base is 12, that's why they say 8 more needed. But actual fact, to be president's distinguished, you need to be 20 members. Finish and clerk, 20 members. To be Smedley distinguished, you need to be 25 members. That's why they say for this club, 13 more members are needed. So do take note of these changes that have taken place so that when you do the planning, you understand where that goes to. And the rest of the DCP stays exactly the same. You see, we added our officer list before the time. Ka-ching! We have one mark already, and I hope you also have that you have set up that the previous leaders have set you up for success. Right, let's just go back to Club Central, that you can have a look at the club success plan. And now it is one of those stories. Hurry up and wait. I think I'm just going to go here. Yes, dearest Bradford.
Hi, Granny. So I just had a question regarding the club success plan. So I understand it is now a requirement to be distinguished. I just want to understand, is there a time limit to that? Does it have
Yes.
to be submitted by a certain point?
Yes. When we go in, it will tell you the Toastmasters International time limit. However, if you've looked on the groups everywhere, you would have seen there was a message saying, please submit by the 31st of July. In District 74, we are asking clubs to submit it by the 31st of July. Why? Because once all the clubs have submitted theirs, especially to the area director, because the area directors also have to submit the area success plan, then they have the club's plans and they can align the area success plan according to that. Then the area directors can submit theirs to the division director, who can then create a division success plan according to the areas. And the district success plan also needs to be in by the 30th of September. So if the clubs only submit at the 30th of September, how can the rest of us submit something that's relevant to the entire district, considering the clubs where we come from? Does that make sense? Okay, so
Yes, thank you.
for district, we're asking, please, 31 July. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 31 July. And for the rest, for Toastmasters International, they require it only at the end of September. Okay, let's go
So, Granny B, I think that one of the things that some of the clubs, and I can tell you my own club is in this, is that then that's 6 days from now. So for some clubs, that's really difficult. My own club, we're only meeting the Saturday, the 9th of August, in order to, so that we can be together and actually do this together. So I think that this year may be a little bit spotty, but we are asking people to do it as quickly as they possibly can.
So that's why we set the date for 31 July. After 31 July, our admin can then track to see who wasn't able to, what is the issue. Okay, they do understand it must come. They give us an estimate, and we know that there are some other ducklings coming in a little bit later. But that at least helps a huge majority to be able to get going. Let's just do our very best. That is critical, and to do it as thorough as possible. So today, what I'm going to show you is to help your club do it as thorough as possible, as short as possible, to get to the point. So let's get to the point. Here is under club management is the club success plan. Now, when I click on it here, it will not look like when you're opening it for the first time as a club officer. When you open it for the first time as a club officer, it's going to ask you, would you like to do the PDF version, or would you like to do the interactive version? I want to encourage you all, go for the interactive version, please. And if you're tech savvy, let this be your learning journey. Okay, let's go for it. Not much time left. So we've already said that we want the interactive version, and you can still download the PDF version afterwards. If I download the current one now, it will be mainly empty because we haven't put anything in here. Our things are somewhere else, and you will see in a minute. So all that happens is, from a club perspective, once you've done the Google form the way I've shared, then the secretary can easily take the information on the Google form and reconcile that and make it as of one voice. And then if I click start, well, education is the part of who's going to do what. Let's go to committee values, because that's an easy one to just deal with. And then the secretary can just, whatever the different people of the committee said, they will just copy that. And if 2 or 3 people said the same, they will structure the sentence to bring it in for what they are saying. And then, okay, it's a little bit slow in opening up, it seems. There we go. And here it is. How will the executive committee follow Toastmasters international values? So whatever is on the Google form, what people have said, they just consolidate that. That's the word I was looking for. And not reconcile, consolidate. I was busy with finances. I couldn't think of that. Okay, you consolidated what everybody has said, and then you put that answer, you copy and paste and put that answer in here. And that and then they can save and close. And so when you have your exco meeting, and prior to the exco meeting already, the exco can go in there and have a look at that. And if they want anything changed, when you get to the exco meeting, you can say, okay, this is the only thing that I have, that I would like to suggest we do make a change on. There might be 2 or 3 points that needs to be discussed at the exco meeting, but a lot of this can already be done administratively through the Google form. Yes, Madeleine, I almost said Magdalene.
That's
Madeleine,
fine. Hi, Granny B. Just a quick one. I thought that if you use the educational one, what I like about this online version is how it shows you already all your members, what levels they're at. So
yes.
for that reason, I wouldn't use the Google form. I would do it straight here. At
The only
least.
reason, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. There's no problem on that to do it straight there. You can do it straight there and add the information if you want on the Google form, or just do it NA, however you want to do it on the Google form. I'm just saying the Google form helps that people can think, and there's extra on the Google form. That's the reason why I suggest the Google form. So I believe I'm finished here. It's quite self-explanatory what to do. And the nice thing is, once you have finished filling it in, it gives you action items as to what you need to do in order to, you can track how far you are from your Distinguished Club program goals. And you can add any other goals that you might want to achieve here as well. This becomes a really precious tool to use. Okay. And now I think this is it. No, it's the interest survey. Sorry. That's what I was helping. Oh, by the way, I do have an interest survey if anybody's interested, for the members to fill in so that you can hear their part and incorporate that into the club success plan. I think this is the club success plan. Yes, it's one of the clubs, my club's plan. So here is the Google form that we've done. And it explains to you how can this Google form help. Prior to the exco meeting, everybody fills it in, and then the secretary would just go and capture just what I spoke to you about, consolidating it and putting it on there. And the president can study the results of the Google form for other reasons, and you will see that now. Then at the exco meeting, the president goes through the collective information received, and everybody finalizes and agrees to that. And then after the exco meeting, the secretary can upload the info according to any other decisions made, and then they can make the submission to take place. Okay. Then there's just the normal information to know who you are. Please indicate all that are relevant to you in the coming years. Now we just want to find out about that club officer. What capacity do they have coming in? Pinky, how can I help you?
I just saw the deadline on your form saying
Yes,
the
I saw
20th of
that.
August. Is that
That
a
it was-
typo?
No, that was last year. It was August. I saw that too. And I thought,
Oh.
oh, I must change it. I thought I was the
Okay,
one that
thank
saw
you.
it. Thank you. You caught me out. You caught me out. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're sharp. You're sharp. You show us you're on the ball. Well done on that. Okay, so then here are the items that you are asking, what do they want to do? Because remember, if we are leaders, we must lead by example. We need to do so the questions that I have here are questions of, what is your time like? What do you want to do education-wise? Will you be renewing? I mean, do you see it as a year commitment? Do you understand? We want them to think about the year ahead. Because sometimes you have people that they get elected, they're all happy, they're there, and when the renewals come, they disappear and you never see them again. And we put so much effort into it. So it's really good if you can help people understand it is a commitment for a year that we're busy with. Okay, so there's a couple of questions here, and this becomes critical for the president to see what's happening in that particular member's life. Then we go to education strategies, because this is now this person filling in the form. We want to hear, how do they see it? What obstacles has kept you from completing projects? Because that helps the VPE, when they have to fill their portion in, it gives them information there as well. Then we talk about what the new one is all about. Where do you think we should be going? We then ask, which club officer role are you? Because whatever club officer role you are, and if I click on this, you will see the form has been created so that if wherever you are, it will jump automatically to your section. So you are not going to, this form has 14 sections. You're not going to do 14 sections, okay? So don't like, what? 14 sections. I'm here all day. No, it jumps, the form has been geared to jump to the section that you have selected to go to. But for the sake of going through the form, I'm just briefly going through everything so that you can understand. So when you get to the education section, I copied exactly what Toastmasters has there, but I added from the club leadership handbook, the portion, and I did that for every club officer role. I added this short portion because, frankly, very few people ever read the club leadership handbook. Just FYI. And when they just see it's a few points here and they need to go through that to go further, at least we got them to read something relevant to them. That's the purpose. Okay. Now, after they have read their portion, I also give a link. Toastmasters International has a one-pager, the overview of a VPE from TI that you can download, and I have that for every club officer in here. Then comes the critical question. Are you willing to perform the duties as indicated above? Now we need a commitment. Are you willing to do that? Yes, no, and other. We give them other because there might be some restrictions in somebody. Let them voice it now, that they don't voice it when it becomes like, we needed this yesterday, and now you only tell us the story. So can you understand how this prepares the club in more ways than just submitting a club success plan for Toastmasters International? Then we also ask them, how much time would you be willing and able to manage per week fulfilling the above duties? So we're not telling you how much you must do, but how much do you have able? Now, if somebody says, I have 20 minutes a week and they are the VPE, I don't think they will be able to get that done. So then we would have to have a conversation with them to see what is possible. Are they able to bring other people in that can help them with the load? You see, now we go on to the goals that the club success plan has, and I'm not going to go through all of that here. That's where the VPE will put that in with all the other tactics, etc., according to TI's club success plan. Then we get to the membership section. Again, just the membership section included here as per TI, followed by what I found in the club leadership handbook. And there's the download form. And again, are you committed? All the other similar kind of questions, plus the things relevant to the membership. Onto the club mentor section. I've put that under the immediate past president. Now, some years ago, it was referred to as the VPM should do that. Then some other years, it was referred to as potentially the immediate past president should do that. I find that if you ask the immediate past president to have build a relationship with the VPE, as in which members need mentoring, etc., and they put the program together, you keep your immediate past president more active in the club instead of them just disappearing because they are no more needed. It's a suggestion. So therefore it was geared that way, just so that you understand what's happening, okay? And there also is the IPP's information, exactly per TI, same questions going on there. And then we move on to the next one, which is the logistics and event section. That is your sergeant at arms. And this is purely, there's nothing from the club success plan here, purely from the Toastmasters and the same kind of questions. So I've done that for every single club officer. I don't need to go any further. I think you get the gist of that. Okay, so after you've done there, I assume, so maybe that's not a good thing to do. Let me just go back to sharing. Assumption is the graveyard of something, of nothing. Of everything dying. I don't know. I was making that up as I'm going. You can see that for sure. Let me just get rid of our pictures here and go to the part that is important that I do not end up assuming. If you go to, I believe it's by the responses. Yes, it's by the responses. Oh, I don't want to show responses. Oh, at least it only shows email addresses. You know that once they have filled it in, you can click view in sheets. And first of all, it will ask you, do you want to create a sheet? And secondly, once you've said yes, it will have it there. Now, I don't want to show you my people's information. Stay there. I just want you to see that every question will have its place there, which makes one sheet easy to copy and paste then for the secretary onto Toastmasters International the way it is needed. Madeleine.
Granny B, I don't know how to use the template. When you click on use template, I can't fill it in, and I don't know how to associate it with the club so that the responses come to the club.
Good question. Let's go back there again. Okay. I was practicing something with Lorna. Lorna, are you on the group? I think I saw you come in. Are you still here?
Yeah.
Did you see in our mentorship group that I sent a link there?
Yes.
Did you click on that link?
I have the link and I clicked on it, and then it comes up
No,
as
no.
down.
Okay, just hold on, Madeleine. I'm going
sorry.
somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else. Lorna, when you clicked on that link, were you able to complete the form or were you able to fill in the form? Which one were you able to do?
Are you talking about not the member interest survey? You're talking about the
The member interest survey that I sent you. I know it's a different form, but I was testing something. I just want to hear from you. When
me
you
just
click
have a
on
look.
it, when you click,
yes. What about it, Granby?
do you get it in a format that it says question, responses, and settings, or does it only allow you to fill it in?
Questions, responses, and settings.
Okay, great. So now, based on that, let me use this platform to guide everybody else on that, okay? Lorna, are you at your PC? Can I set up the thing here so that you can just share your screen of that form? I know it's not the form we're working on, but it works with Google so that we can, I just want to make, I
Can
must
you
just
allow me to share?
Yeah, I must just give you sharing rights, but I need to find
There's
you.
100 things open on Granny B's screen.
Granny B,
Okay.
if she puts her hand up, she jumps to the top
It's
of the
okay.
list.
I quickly put in her, did the search. I have made her co-host, so she should have rights now. I'm going to stop sharing, and then you should be able to share, and then I will guide you there. So so this is now for everybody. I know it's the wrong form, but it's the same. It's the same for any Google form being shared with you, okay? I'll teach you in 3 steps. I see it's 13:45. We're supposed to be finished. If you have any questions, you're welcome to put it in your WhatsApp group if you have to leave right now. Yes,
Am I
you're
sharing the correct thing?
Yes, you are doing the correct right now. So I will just quickly guide here. Here is what you do whenever you have a Google form that you want to share with other people, not to complete, but as a form. And then when you received a form like that, do you make it for yourself usable? Okay, so I shared this link and she clicked on it. Now, Lorna, just click in the URL so that the URL lights up as if it's copied. Yes. So can you see that URL? All I did was I copied from my form that URL, sent it on WhatsApp to Lorna so that she can click on it, and then she received the editable form. So that's the first place to start. The second place is once you've received that link, now how do you make it your own personal form? Lorna, there where it
Yeah.
says, now where you go, just click on the 3 dots on the far right hand. Yes. There it says make a copy. Click on that. Now, before you go anywhere else, the moment it makes a copy, it says the untitled project folder, it would put it in. Or down further down, it says my drive. So you can immediately go and rename the copy, what you want it to be, so that you can identify which one are you busy with. And you can go to my drive, which is better, then it's on your area. And you can now select where in your drive do you want to put that form, and then you can save. Did that make it clear for everybody?
Let me just make a copy again. Do the same thing. Go to my drive.
Yes. And give it a name so that you could just make it XXX or something like that, so that you can see. Okay, there's
So I would like to put it. I would like to put
yes,
this into a thing that already exists, which is this one.
yes.
So
So
I
you can go
select.
that's
a
right. So
folder.
now
Yeah.
now
And I'll
you've
name it.
and then you just you can put
Yeah, I
under
name it, right?
yes. So you can just delete the do not part, and you can make a TPC member into survey. Then you know which one it is. Okay. Always put your clubs, if you do more than one club, put everything's club down so that you can always know who you're busy working with. Just FYI. Madeleine, your hand was
So
up.
do I?
The
Do I say-
copy option didn't come up, but it has come up now. I think it just
Okay.
took a while because I tried these steps and it didn't work
So
first
do I
time
say
round.
make a copy?
Yes, make a copy. That's right.
But you've already done
There
that.
we go. I'm happy.
So
Thank you,
when you click make a copy, then it finally makes a copy. So step 1, make a copy, means okay, what do you want to name it? Where do you want it to go? Now that you've said all of that the bottom part, make a copy, is okay. Are you now happy with everything? Can we click make that copy now?
Yes.
That's what the 2-step is for. Thank you so much, dearest Lorna. And are there any other questions here regarding that? Or does it make you feel the load is lighter now? I hope so. Give me some
Yes.
emojis, or unmute yourself, or do something that I can know. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Or do you feel you've got wings to fly? Or have you got ball and chain? Or put in the comments. Thanks for the love, Lorna. Thank you. I've got a few thumbs up. Thank you so much, everyone. I trust this
Granny B.
and that we all had a good learning journey regarding Google Forms and how to make copies of Google Forms. And I really hope, I know it looks like a lot, but I want to encourage you. I've learned the first time we did this club success plan was way back in 2011. One Saturday, we rented out a venue and we were there, the entire club officers. And it took us 3.5 hours of discussion. And I decided, no, that's too much waste of time. We got to find a slimmer way to do it. And that's when, since then, I've had the Google form. I've adapted it along the way, and it has saved me a lot of time and our members as well. So that when we come together to discuss pertinent items in there which needs discussion. We are done for today. If there, I don't know, Karen, do you have anything else that you would like to add? Lynette, any of you?
I think the only comment that I have is that the slimmer version is great if you've got club officers that may have served on your team before, because they understand what this is all about. I think when you have brand new people coming into your exco, they don't know how to fill in the form. So then you're going to need to guide them or be with them in helping them to answer the questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Nisa. Is that
Nisa.
Oh, Nisa. Okay, we'll do
Hi,
the short
Granny. You can make it short to Nisa. Hi, everyone.
I just joined 15 minutes later onto the meeting. Is it possible to get the recording?
Yes, yes, we will. I'll share the link of the recording. Once it's finished, I'll share the link in the groups for everybody. Okay.
Much appreciate.
Great. And Ayanda.
Hi, Granny B. Thank you so much for that interactive session. I just wanted to know, right, if we're completing it on the PDF version versus directly on the website, is there a difference? And if you do the PDF version, how do you then upload it so that the system picks it up as now it's complete or submitted? Can you just load the PDF?
Okay,
Thanks.
so thank you. To answer that in brief, remember when I showed you the interactive version has that part that when you begin to load who's going to be doing which education and all of those things, it tracks it for you. It tells you what action items you have. But when you do the PDF version, it doesn't do any of that for you. It can't. So that's why my recommendation is for it to be the interactive version versus the PDF. If you have by mistake clicked the PDF, you don't get an opportunity. In last year, it was like that. I don't know about this year, but last year it was like that. Somebody by mistake clicked the PDF and they never had access again to the interactive version to change their mind. So that's why I say choose that one. But yes, there is a place when you finished where it will say submit. You will be able to see if you've chosen the PDF one. Otherwise, you will not be submitting the PDF. You can download the PDF to send it to people to fill in and then upload it. You can do this anyway. There's no one way to feed a cat. I ain't skinning no cats. It is possible to do it in many ways. And I hope today opened up your mind to other ways and why other ways are there and what we want to achieve. I hope that makes sense. And I hope it
Granny B,
answers.
before everybody disappears, won't you also just share with them the interest survey link as well, so that they actually have both links that they could then connect with?
Okay, I shall share the interest survey link in the chat of the WhatsApp groups for them so that I will do that with the VPEs so that the VPEs and anybody else that you all know how to get hold of me. I'm on every WhatsApp group. If you didn't get it, you just ask me, but I'll send it on. Maybe I should do it the presidents and the VPEs for now. Okay.
Please,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Katiwe, President Katiwe. Oh, President Katiwe, I owe you something. Guilty.
No, I got Devin to ask you for the form. But
Okay.
I just wanted to say the form for me was really helpful, the club officer form, because there were a few members who are new, and that form was really insightful for them and allowed for quite a lot of conversation. So we started our conversations and discussions yesterday, but that form was great for me for getting the conversations going for new members or club officers and getting their insights. So just thank you for that.
Thank you for the feedback. And remember, once you own the form, you've made your copy. You can do with it what you want. You can add things, take things away, or leave that one as it is, make a copy and make other items happen. Exactly what you want. Tailor make it to you. Okay. Anyone else? Lynette, anything from you?
No, Granny B, no, nothing from me. Just to really emphasize that you have to get this loaded up on Club Central for it to remain active and to be live. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I do think then as people sign off things in Basecamp and they're approved, it populates your success plan automatically. So you don't have to go back and check all that up. So if it's live in the system, it gets the information that comes through from Basecamp as it's populated there.
Absolutely.
Enjoy. Thanks very much, everybody. I need to go now.
Thank you, everybody. And for those of you that are here, put your camera on. Let's just quickly have a photo. I won't be able to take of everybody. A quick photo. Let's just see who's all here and greet you.